Hi, my name is Vijay Chandu. I'm from CSM branch. Today's my tech talk topic is analog circuit design strategies for reliability tolerance. So let's get into the introduction. So here is the introduction. Processing challenges in modern CMOS technologies have led to several reliability concerns, resulting in deteriorated over lifetime product performance. While they are not new phenomena, the impact of these effects are significantly increased over the years. Reliability effects today include those related to transistor aging, such as bias temperature instability (BTI) and hot carrier injection (HCI), as well as interconnect degradation. Simply evaluating and fixing these issues with CAD simulations, although performed using the pre-silicon phase, is no longer ideal for design efficiency. In this article, we present a few prominent reliability concerns impacting through long-term performance and yield in current technologies, followed by circuit design strategies that can be put in place to effectively plan for and handle these issues. Proactively using these techniques can lower design cycle time and cost while resulting in better long-term performance and lower product defect rates. Why is reliability a problem today? It is well understood that in recent process nodes, technology complexity has been driving significant challenges in circuit performance as well as robustness. Less mature manufacturing processes leads to less robust models at design time. In addition, geometric scaling and restricted design rules have caused a degradation in reliability characteristics. Issues that result in systematic or random variation at time zero, it means design issues, can often be identified and screened out. Burn in test screen out latent defects to eliminate infant mortality, and reliability mechanisms like latch up and electrical overstress are included as part of standard product qualification. For time emergent issues, however, units can only be selectively sampled and used to predict post-life performance. In addition, there is no good way to screen wear out effects like electromigration. Devices thus needed to be corrected by correction construction as far as aging effects go, so as not to fail catastrophically during the useful lifetime. It must also be ensured that the wear out regime is outside of the useful life of the product. Here is the graph representing it. Common reliability challenges and mitigation techniques in CMOS circuits. This section discusses several issues that currently need to be accounted for in CMOS circuits. While this is not a comprehensive list, it covers the important mechanisms that can significantly impact the design of the circuits. Time dependent dielectric breakdown. Time dependent dielectric breakdown TDDB refers to the breakdown that occurs due to strong vertical electric fields across the gate oxide. The increased electric field generates taps and can result either in an open or a short that causes a gate leakage. Current TDDB is primarily voltage and stretch time dependent, with higher voltages close to the device Vmax from gate to drain, source, or bulk, and longer exposure times causing greater defects per million impact. In digital circuits, this manifests as performance or VCC main degradation. Another way to prevent TDDB is to Avoid having undriven nodes in the circuit that can get changed by capacitive coupling, causing a voltage differential to the gate. Weak, stacked, and undriven nodes are susceptible and undershoots, and given other concerns with floating nodes, it is wise to have electrical rule checks that identify these in the circuits and add leakers where necessary, as depicted in Figure 2. HCI. In short channel transistors, when the channel is on and the circuit is flowing, a large lateral electric field can cause the formation of electron hole pairs through impact ionization. These carriers go into the gate, causing transistor degradation. HCI manifests as a threshold voltage shift and lower mobility and transcondance, and can be evaluated by simulations as long as degradation of transistor performance due to aging in modeling. One area of focus in managing HCL degradation in analog circuits is controlling devices voltage. This can be achieved by stacking or adding diode devices to limit VDS, as illustrated in Figure 3a. Figure 3b shows a scheme to manage VDS by controlling the power supply to the circuit and keeping it sufficiently low. BTI. BTI is a phenomenon that occurs when bias stress voltage is applied to the gate. It does not necessarily require a current flowing through the channel to occur and results in a degraded device over a long period of time. The effect goes worse at short channel length. Note that for BTI, particularly in clocking circuits, the imbalance in degradation of PMOS as compared to NMOS can result in duty cycle degradation post aging, which, when combined with process skew variations, can have significant impacts on performance. The scheme in Figure 4, where a low frequency clock is sent through a voltage controlled oscillator, a post driver, and clock distribution, mitigates duty cycle distortion due to BTI on the circuits and enables half cycle timing to be met on the downstream path post aging. Design techniques for reliability. Use low voltage design when possible. Apply standard design practices such as good slopes and low fan out on logic paths. Employ power gating when possible, limiting activity factors and currents of high performance paths like clock networks and DC paths. Carefully manage DC and contention currents in the design. Manage VDs across devices by adding stacking or diodes in between as needed. Discharge undriven nodes in the design. Utilize analysis based device choice on unbalanced designs like comparators and etc. so on. And here I end my session and I end my PPT presentation. Thank you.